I know what you're thinking. I honestly know what you're thinking. I fully agree. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. Yes, yep, yep. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Yep, you have completely valid points. Yeah. Oh, and of course, yes. Yep, yep. That's yep, yeah, that as well. Yeah. Ah, yes, and of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, fine. Fully understand it. Yeah. Ah, no. You cannot judge. It's your fault. Why is it Hilda's fault that I am using a Citroen Xantia as a track car? Yes, it is Hilda's fault. The reason it's Hilda's fault is quite frankly, quite simply, Hilda's given me the bug because Hilda managed about 5.0809, something like that, laps of Goodwood, and expired at the end of term 1 because I was putting 3 times the power through the transmission than it's supposed to. Fair. But I want to do more track days. I need to do more track days, and there are reasons why I want to do more track days. Some of them are legit, and some of them are just purely selfish. Hilda is not the vessel to be doing track days in because Hilda is kind of on the brink of what Hilda can handle. Hilda is only just keeping its own crap together. So, in fact, Hilda's not even fixed. I have to do that. So yes, as you would have seen in the live stream, which I completed. I know, you didn't think I would you? I completed it. And I did mention in there and reveal my new track car, my new project. Unless we didn't meet the target that I wanted to hit in order to reveal it. It's time to say hello to the TRACTIVA. I know, it's a really cool name. Now I'm going to show you around it. But the first thing I'm going to do is get it running and drive it out of here and put it indoors where it isn't raining. Probably hasn't run for probably a year. I've not even been in it. It'll be fine. It's fine. Ah. Oh. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need keys. It's one of these. That's the same. Right, they're all the same key. None of them work in that. Nothing works in that. I might not be driving this in the workshop. Once there were human feces down here. None of these keys are working in the door. So, I mean, I don't even think it's got a battery on it. I'm guessing the remotes, no, don't work. Oh! Oh no. Oh. Oh, yes. We are in. We're inside. There we go. Oh, I'm not made for this. So it wasn't those, it was this. So So I'm hoping this will fit the ignition. This is quality content. Yeah. Shall I just go around the other side? I'll go around the other side. Ah. So I think it's... Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't get to that. I have ignition. I don't have ignition. Have I got any have I even got a battery? How do you open the bonnet? That one? Yes. You will note stovage, not good. Yeah. Ah. Oh, the bonnet stays on that side. Ugh. Yeah. No battery at all. Now, allegedly, these are all fully charged. Yeah, we'll see about that. I've had a bit of a battery tidy up, but I don't think this one's going to have much go in it. You never know. Nothing at all. I'd be surprised if this one was any good, but you never know. Oh, got an alarm light working. Oh, it's going to rain heavy in a minute. What do you reckon? Oh! Oh! I think it needs the immobiliser. What was the code? Damn it! Oh! Go on. Go on.
2 hours later.
Come on. Oh. And the throttle's jammed. Oh. Oh, the alarm's going off. That'll be what that is. Right. I don't want that jamming. What's going on here? Why you no go? Do you reckon it's something to do with this? Oh wow! Locked. Deadlocks. An alarm. Unlocked. It's coming to life. Oh no, that's not. Oh no, come on. Go on. I think it really has suffered with sitting around. Maybe it's longer than a year. What's been... Has something been harvested from it? Have I nicked something? Oh, it's soaking wet, look at that. So it might be that it's run out of fuel. It might be that it's got some other kind of problem. I'm just going to take the air intake off. That comes from the turbo, goes down to intercooler, and spray a load of brake cleaner in there. I'll have to spray quite a lot because it's got to go through the intercooler yet as well. The rain. Yeah, right. If it's a fuel problem, it'll cough and splutter and think about going, or maybe run very briefly. Oh, there you go. Right. Fuel problem. I was semi-prepared for this eventuality. One of the nifty tricks of a Xantia. Let us try again. Oh. Oh. Go on. Don't tell me the fuel pump's not working. That would suck. Damn it. Am I going to need more, or is that not working? I'm going to have to see if there's fuel coming out, aren't I? Oh. I think there's petrol coming through there. Well, I'll have to go and crank it, and then you tell me if there's petrol coming out. You didn't say if there was petrol coming out. I'm going to guess not. Oh, that does not smell good. Right, so I've put fuel in. I confess, I've only put about 3 litres in, because that's all I had kicking about. I'm going to have to go and raid one of my other cars. Yeah, it's blatantly hasn't got any fuel coming through, has it? Right, let's go and get some more fuel. It's not like I was using Hilda anyway, was it? Yeah. Ooh, look, foliage. It has been here a long time. As you can see by the floor. Right, this time I need you to actually say. Well, I'm going to have a look and see if I can see where the fuel pump is, if you can get to it, and why there's a chair on top of it. It's probably under the back seat. Ugh, right, this is a nightmare. Yeah. Oh God. This is proving to be exceptionally difficult to film. I don't know how long my patience will last. I'm guessing that's the fuel pump. Wake up, knobhead. This bloody seat won't stay forward either. It's infuriating. Let me try and be in 2 places at once. Ah. Yeah. Oh, you. I don't know if you can even see it there, but. That keeps starting on the brake cleaner. I can't quite reach. Yeah, that fuel pump's not working. One possibility is that there's a relay that the fuel pump and ignition coil or ignition module type coil pack type thing run off. It's like a double relay, and I'm just looking for it. Is it possible that one of the relays is jammed? Nothing's unplugged, is it? I mean, we know it's got spark because it's running on brake cleaner. It's got enough petrol in it to pull through now. The actual pump isn't running, I'm pretty sure of it. Where's that bloody relay? I wonder if it's... really need to learn my way around Xantias, don't I? Is it under here? This is not easy to do one-handed. Decided it was impossible to do one-handed, but the relay I'm looking for is not under there. These are not the relays you are looking for. Oh look, plants are growing in the front. See, my plan was to have it triumphantly back itself out of the space in which it finds itself, but oh dear. Oh, come on. There we go. That was not the miraculous driving itself out of the hedge I was hoping it would be. So I should probably address the elephant in the room, which is an SM-shaped elephant and a TVR-shaped elephant and a DS-shaped elephant, well, a Clement-shaped elephant, and a Hilda-shaped elephant. Elephant. Yeah, okay, so it's another project. I know, it sounds stupid, but hear me out. This car is not... I tell you what, right, everyone's French cars are so tinny. I mean... Oh yeah, really tinny. Yes, so... Yes, it's another project, it's another time-consuming thing, and I know that looks crazy, but there is method to the madness with this one. So, I did a track day in Hilda, or about 5 and a tiny bit laps. And I realised in that 5 and a tiny bit laps, not the bit where I broke down, but the bits before that, that I am not doing enough of those. That's something that I enjoy so much, and for some reason I've got to nearly 40 and have only done it once, in one of my own cars, and that's not right. And I would sooner sacrifice one of the road cars I've got to build something capable of giving me track days. Hence, the TRACTIVA. It's not a new project. I mean, it is a new project, actually. That's a lie. That's a barefaced lie. It is a new project, but it's not a new car, because I've owned this car for 2 years, I think. I don't know. I'm guessing about 2. Fireworks, yay. I'm guessing I've owned this car for about 2 years. And I had to do something with it. And what was the alternative? I had tried selling it. I'd tried selling it, and I tried selling the Xantia V6 I've got. No one's interested. And if you sell it away really cheap, someone will just break it and make money themselves. And think, well, if someone's going to be trying to make money out of it, it should be me. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make something of it. Originally, this was going to be a parts car. The reason this was going to be a parts car was that it's a Cat D write-off, or Cat C write-off, or Cat S write-off, whatever it was. Because of the damage on the front, it has picked a fight with a Ford C-Max, and I believe it won that fight. But it was a hollow victory, because it came at great cost. And because it's a write-off, it's never going to be a sought-after one. I think it's quite a good-looking car, but it's never going to be like one of the most sought-after examples out there. Secondly, I hate that engine. I despise that engine. I cannot deal with that engine. I mean, no, that has to go. I potentially think about doing a 16-valve turbo version. That might be kind of interesting, but it's not what I'm going to do. I have a Xantia V6. I can put the engine in this to make V6 noises. That's the only reason why. More character, more fun. I mean, you could tune this up and it'd be just as quick as a V6, but it would still sound rubbish. So That's the plan. Originally, when I bought these cars and decided I was going to build some sort of road car, I was going to take the V6 and transplant all the Activa bits from this written off shell into that. That was going to be the plan. But because it's going to be a track car, it doesn't matter if it's a written off shell. I can just pull this wing off, change the bonnet, change all the bits on the front that are smashed up. If anything's bent, I can just like that. Doesn't matter. Track cars get abused. Track cars are tatty by their very nature. There's a dent there. Doesn't matter. The lacquer's gone on the roof. Doesn't matter. I'm going to cover it in stickers anyway. You know, it doesn't matter. I can sell all the tidy stuff inside, so it's not gone to waste. It's got a full electric leather interior. It's got wheels off a Series 2. These are rare because they've got centre caps. Most Activas don't have this, making them difficult to have the tyres balanced on. I can take all the V6 bits I need from the V6 and put them into this. And then send it on a massive diet. It's going to be lightened like you've never seen before, because this thing, I'm going to weigh it. One of the first things I'm going to do before I go taking it apart is weigh it. I'll see what it started off as and what it finishes as. It's going to be about 1,420, I would guess, 1,430 kilos, something like that. It's heavy, nearly 1.5 tons. And I want to get it down, and people are going to laugh at this, I want to get it down to 1,100. I want to try and take 300 kilos out of it, which is no mean feat, especially when you're putting a bigger engine in it. But I think it might be doable. Those seats are really heavy for a start. Between those two seats, I reckon there's 40 kilos. The Tractiva serves another purpose. Two purposes, in fact. The first purpose is to right a wrong. I love touring cars. I love BTCC. I've been out of the loop for quite a long time, and I've got back into it in quite a big way. But of course, the golden era was the 90s. It was the Super Tourers, wasn't it? Yeah. Alan Manu, Anthony Reid. Can't think of any other drivers. Jason Plate. Oh, no, that's recent. Oh, no, it was then. Many drivers. Many cars. For someone who was massively into cars like I was, it was brilliant, because it was like, this is real cars. There's a Primera and a Carina and a Peugeot 405 and a Laguna and a Mondeo. There's tons. Cavalier. John Cleland. How could I forget John Cleland? He's my favourite driver. I love BTCC and I love Super Tourers. But what was the one car that was missing off that grid? A Xantia. It's the right size. It's the right shape. The Peugeot 405 was on there. The Peugeot 406 was on there. The Renault Laguna was on there. The Cavalier, the Mondeo, the Carina, the Honda Accord, the Nissan Primera, and others. Volvo S40 and the bricks, the 850s. But there was no Xantia. That's a crime. The Xantia is a good looking car. That, or for a family car, that would make an excellent Super Tourer. So I can right that wrong. I can make a Super Tourer style track car out of a Xantia. The second reason is that my kids are also massively into BTCC and motorsport in general. And I need to give them something to do to get off the bloody Xbox. And don't get me wrong, I play Xbox. I enjoy it. I play BeamNG on the PC more, but I like playing computer games as well. But there's a limit. They need something to get them out the house. And I think them helping me build a track car, apart from being a father-son bonding experience, will be something that they can learn from, because they probably want to do that kind of thing for a job when they leave school. And here you go. Here's your tools. Take the seats out. We need to sell them. Take the steering wheel out. We need to sell it. Take all this stuff off. We need to sell it. Rip the sunroof out. We don't need a sunroof. Get rid of these. We want manual mirrors. Gut the rear doors. Drill holes all over the rear doors. Make them lighter. I think there's logic to this. So this will be a car that you will see progress on, but you won't necessarily see me doing it all the time. I'll do some stuff. But the first thing to do will be to weigh it, then start removing stuff, itemise what can be sold, throw away what can't, and start prepping it, if you like, for the engine conversion and the repairs at the front if anything's bent. So we get the engine out, the one that's in it. I've promised the wiring loom to someone, but the engine and the gearbox and the turbo and everything like that, that'll all be for sale. And I'm then prep the engine bay, maybe try seam welding it, I don't know, see what kind of layout it is. look at some brace work and everything, but I'll put the engine in before that, because then the V6 has got to go into the modifying the wiring and for the ECUs and everything like that. The V6 has got to go in there, getting the V6 to talk to the TRACTIVA system. And then one of the things I really want to get involved in is aerodynamics. I'm going to make, for this car, a full underskin and diffuser out the back. So as this car goes around the track, bombing it down the straights, it will suck itself to the floor, and then it will suck itself around corners to the floor, but it won't lean because it's an TRACTIVA, and therefore it has witchcraft going on. I don't necessarily just want it to be fun, because it will be fun. Driving any car around a track is probably fun. Any car, any track, because you're just driving flat out, and you don't get to do it very often, and I won't get to do it that often. But I also want something that's really, really fast. Okay, that's not really, really fast, because there are sports cars and supercars and things and racing cars, but I want something that's going to give a few bloody noses. Something that people will initially laugh at and then go, oh, what's that? That's the plan. I have some absolutely exciting, that's horrific. I've got some really exciting ideas and plans for this. And I can learn about aerodynamics as I go. I can teach the kids about aerodynamics. You know, anything kind of, it's like building a touring car on a budget. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like, you know, simplified, cut half the dash out. The interior will just be roll cage. I'll have 2 seats rather than 1, because it'd be good to take one of them out. Of course, they'll be driving before long. I mean, they're 13. The 2 that will be doing it, they're twins. I haven't got 2 13-year-olds just by chance. They're twins. And, you know, give it 4 years, they'll be driving, and they'll be allowed to drive that around a track. Insurance for the road will be difficult. Getting a first car will be difficult. But they can drive a car that they've built around circuits in the UK that they play on computer games. I think that's cool. There it is. That's going to be something that the work will start pretty much as soon as. And it will just work in the background away from the other cars. It will be a case of trying to strip it down first. Everything that's not needed, get rid of it, because it just takes up space and it takes up money. And yeah, Clement will be on the road by that point. This will be in here somewhere. Hopefully this will take about a year to build. So not next year, but maybe the year after. It'll be hitting, you never know, it might be ready next year, but does it sound a bit too much like tractor? So there we are. That was the big secret. There's the big reveal. It's just a Xantia with damage. It's fine. It's fine.